Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for being here today. Today we are going to talk about Rootstock, what it is, and what makes Rootstock unique, and how you can use it for deploying or working on a blockchain. First, my name is Isidro. I work for Rootstock Labs. We are the contributors for the Rootstock blockchain, so we are the ones who created it. I'm a software engineer. I work for the DevX team and developers relations. And this is my X handle if you want to follow. So first, what is Rootstock? Rootstock is the first Bitcoin sidechain. And you can talk about sidechain as a difference from a layer 2. Basically, the sidechain is a chain that runs on parallel of another chain, so it's basically a layer 1. And the idea of being a sidechain is that we can be deeply interconnected with Bitcoin. And why is that? Because we can get the security of Bitcoin by a protocol that is called merge mining. So basically, on each block, after the consensus is reached in Rootstock, we create a block hash, and that hash is unique. And that is being stored also on each Bitcoin block, on the consensus transaction, which is the first transaction that is on every Bitcoin block. So in that way, we are creating a very secure blockchain because in order to break it or to try to tamper with it, you need to tamper also or break the Bitcoin blockchain. And we are also a fully EVM compatible blockchain. So this is you can use any Ethereum smart contract. And why is that? Because we are here to enable DeFi on Bitcoin. So by using your EVM compatible smart contract, you can deploy it on Rootstock, but you will have the security of Bitcoin everywhere. So in a nutshell, Rootstock has been designed to combine the security and the store of value of Bitcoin with the compatibility and the programmability of Ethereum. So we are combining here the best of both worlds of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then we have Rootstock. So what makes Rootstock outstanding? First, the security. The merge mining is what secures Rootstock. We have proof of work the same as Bitcoin. We have a two-way proof of work secure peg, which makes that for one Bitcoin, we have one RBTC, which is the Rootstock native token. And everything is open source, not just the node, but also the HSM firmware, which is used for the protocol itself, for the bridge. And there is very different layers of defense systems. And we can say that since 2017, that it's when we started working, it has never been hacked or broken. Then the compatibility. All Ethereum smart contracts can be deployed here, and we have all Ethereum token standards like ERC20, ERC721, and you can use either Solidity or Viper if you prefer them. Then also, as a store of value, what that means. Since Rootstock native token, RBTC, is pegged one-to-one to Bitcoin. That means this is a synthetic BTC. Is the way that if you have one Bitcoin and then you move it to Rootstock, you are basically sending it to our bridge. And then one RBTC is being released on the Rootstock blockchain, and then you can use it for doing different stuff on DeFi. For example, I will explain later one of the very nice, interesting examples that we have. But basically, we could, for example, have a stable coin, which its underlying asset is Bitcoin. So You will keep having your Bitcoin for yourself, and if you are bullish on Bitcoin, as we are, you can keep it for 2 or 3 years if you want it, but then with that, with your RBTC on Rootstock, you can create value on that and get a yield. We'll talk later on that. Then the scalability. We have fast transactions speed of 30 seconds. This is, think about layer 1. So it's pretty fast, and especially if you compare to Bitcoin. And very low transaction fees. And also, our team is working on reducing that block time to 5 seconds, which is going to be, really, really fast and convenient for everyone. Some stats about Rootstock. We have the security of Bitcoin, but how is that, or by how many miners? We have more than 80% of Bitcoin's hash rate, which is, this is very, very strong. So more than 80% of Bitcoin miners are doing this. Why they do this? Because for them it's not an extra cost. They don't have any extra computational cost, but they get a reward. So they have this incentive of making Rootstock stronger. And yes, that's the basically. We have more than 300 million of total value locked on different DeFi protocols now on Rootstock. More than 3,500 Bitcoin are in the Rootstock bridge. So this has been bridged to Rootstock, meaning that in Rootstock we have 3,500 RBTC, which is a huge amount. And since 2017, where we launched, we have 100% uptime. So never hacked. Quick glance on the ecosystem. We have very large ecosystem here on Rootstock. First, some DeFi platforms. We have some platforms like Sovereign, Tropicus, OkuTrade, and which some of them created some specific application on DeFi. For example, onchain is a platform that created this stablecoin, which is called DOC. This I will say as an example of what you could do with Rootstock. Basically, if you had your Bitcoin, you can send it to the bridge, and you will receive RBTC on Rootstock. Then with that RBTC, you can mint DOC, which is a stablecoin, which is underlying asset is RBTC, so Bitcoin. So it's not like USDT, for example, that the underlying asset is fiat money on a bank. In this case, it's Bitcoin, and it's your Bitcoin that you are mining, and you are using to mint this DOC token. And with this DOC token, for example, you could go to a DeFi platform like Tropicus, and there you can lend it and get a yield on that. And so after, let's say, 1 or 2 years, you have been getting a yield on that, and then you can go back whenever you want and receive your Bitcoin again. This is just an example. There are many different applications more that you could use, but this is a very interesting way. And as wallets, any Ethereum-compatible wallet like MetaMask, Ledger, you could use Liquidity, Trezor, or my Ether wallet. Then on exchanges, we are on different exchanges like Binance, Gate, BitGet, Uniswap as a decentralized exchange. And then some on and off ramps. You can go for fiat or come back to the blockchain itself. And about developers' tools, we have a pretty complete developer tooling ecosystem. You could just go and use Thirweb, EtherSpot, Gelato, Tenderly, dgraph, of course, BlockScout, and Alchemy itself. So you can take all of these to create your smart contract, your application, whatever you want to do. And also some libraries that you can use like hard hat. You can use Foundry, etc., in order to deploy and send your smart contract. Then, talking about grants, there is a DAO, which is called Rootstock Collective. And the nice thing about this DAO is that they have a grants program, but this is completely decentralized. So it's not that you have to go to ask for a grant on a specific place. You're going to the DAO, you're creating a proposal, and then the stakers of the DAO are the ones who have to vote for your proposal. And so this makes it much more convenient because it's completely decentralized. And there are currently $2 million US for grantees. So it's a very nice opportunity. The DAO is quite new. It's been here, I think, since 6 months. So there are very good opportunities. So if you follow this link, you will go to the DAO. There is a set of instructions on how to make your proposal, how to make some noise. If you go make some noise on Twitter, and they will probably, at least they will see it, they will vote against or for it, especially we hope it's for. And once you get approved, you go beyond this threshold, the grant is going to be sent to your address. This is a little bit more about Rootstock Collective. As you see, there are $2 million available in grants, and there are $6 million available in collective rewards, which is also something that you can explore here in this link. So what is the bounty for this hackathon? We are looking for the best AI dApp on Rootstock, and we have $5,000 for the first place and $2,000 for the second place. Some examples of that could be some DeFi automation agents, developer productivity bots, maybe smart contract assistants, decentralized governance helpers, cross-chain interoperability agents, maybe data analytics, anything that you want to think about that integrates AI is going to be part of this bounty. Of course, you can come to us anytime and ask. You can validate your idea, and we will talk about it. But this is just some ideas, and you can just explore it a little bit more. Of course, the requirements, the smart contract should be deployed in Rootstock and have some transactions. And the projects must have the description and a GitHub repository with a very descriptive README with the explanation. Then we have very good starting kits for developers. We are not going to go through it, but the idea is that you can go here, get to these links. This is just one example. If you want to work using Hard Hat, we have a very good guide there, so just go there and follow it. We also have a guide for using Foundry. And for this hackathon, we have a specific cheat sheet. With all the info, you can go and get testnet tokens. You can follow all the guides. You can check for real documentation. We have starter kits. We have some repositories that you can take and see how everything works. And of course, we have the description and everything for the bounty and what we require. Just something to bear in mind, if you are going to get testnet tokens, we have a faucet where you can get testnet tokens. And just bear in mind that we have a specific promo code that you can use on the faucet, and it's going to give you more tokens than usual. So you have enough for deploying many times your application, or you can use it also for sending a lot of transactions. Of course, if you need more than the faucet is giving you, please feel free to come to us and reach us, and we'll send you even more. Okay, so that's all for us. If there is any question, we can take it now. Otherwise, we are done for today. Thank you very much, everyone, and feel free to come talk to us, and we'll be here to help you. Thank you.